This Take 5 with the Regional Chamber is sponsored by...
This is Dr. Cheryl Figliano for the Centers for Hearing Care. If you have a loved one that seems to have trouble hearing, is depressed, or disconnected with the world around them, please do them a favor. Call one of our local offices for an appointment today. Each of our 7 offices has a doctor of audiology and the best equipment available to help with any hearing problem. Visit www.centersforhearingcare.com or call 888-866-4327.
Welcome to Take 5 with the Regional Chamber. I'm Kim Calvert. It's an old-fashioned business with a 21st century approach. Catullo's Prime Meats and Boardman is using the internet and social media to appeal to a new generation of customers across the country. I spoke with owner Danny Catullo about the business and how his high-tech approach helped him win a $5,000 grant from FedEx. These are the sights and sounds of an old-fashioned butcher shop. But Catullo Prime Meats is not as old-fashioned as it may appear, and that starts with its third-generation owner, Danny Catullo.
A little bit different than a lot of people that own butcher shops, I guess, is probably how young I am, and that I've been able to bring a whole different generation's views to how we're going to sell meat.
Danny's grandfather opened Catullo's in 1984. When Danny took over the shop from his father, he started to think about ways to expand their customer base. He started selling online, mostly to people who had moved away from the valley, but still wanted Catullo's prime Ohio beef, wild-cut seafood, homemade burgers, and sausage. From there, the online store grew, and now they're selling to new customers as far away as Hawaii and Alaska.
Youngstown's going to have great periods, and it's going to have bad periods, and it's going to go through whatever it needs to go through. But with online, we can now filter in business from other places in the country and bring that money here to bring jobs here.
The work Danny is doing here caught the attention of FedEx. He applied for a grant from the company, and thanks to voting on Facebook and Twitter, Catullo's won $5,000.
For us, that we already had this growing presence on there, we thought, you know what, I bet you that Youngstown's going to get behind us. You know, Youngstown Warren area is going to get behind us and vote for us if we put this out there. And sure enough, we had enough votes. We were very lucky. FedEx received numerous stories about our business and how we should be the ones that should win. And we feel very blessed and lucky that we had such a community that wants to support us like this.
Danny went to Ohio State dreaming of becoming an actor. Instead, he came home to run the family business and found his true passion. His favorite part of the job is helping his customers create the perfect meal for their families. And that's something he says he wants to continue doing for the rest of his life. Hundreds of Valley business leaders gathered at Antone's Banquet Center in Boardman to honor an Austintown company for its commitment to safety. Boak of Sons won the 2013 Joan Kovach Safety Leadership Award. The Mahoning Valley Safety Council's annual award recognizes individuals or businesses that have distinguished themselves as safety leaders in the Valley. The owner of the residential and commercial roofing company, Sam Boak, says the honor belongs to his employees.
It's them looking after one another and making sure that everybody is safe and doing the job properly. Doing a job right for our customer, but doing the safety job of watching each other to make sure it's a safe environment. Boak of Sons beat out 2 other candidates for the award, Steel and Alloy Utility Products of McDonald and Magna Seating from Lordstown. Hillside Rehabilitation Hospital is celebrating a big milestone this year. 50 years ago, the facility transitioned from the Trumbull County Tuberculosis Hospital to a rehab center. To mark the event, they're throwing a party. Alyssa Toto has more on the celebration and the history of Hillside.
5 decades ago, Hillside Rehabilitation Hospital in Warren began treating patients with physical disabilities. Now 50 years later, their focus remains the same, offering individualized, compassionate care to help people regain strength and independence.
Hillside has comprehensive services under one roof, and we provide 3 hours of therapy. It's intense therapy, and it's one-on-one therapy with physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy, and that sets us aside from other rehabilitation facilities.
Annually, Hillside treats more than 800 inpatient clients and has approximately 8,000 outpatient visits. Marilyn Titus is the hospital's chief operating officer. She's worked at Hillside for nearly 40 of the facility's 50 years and says she's seen some amazing changes.
40 years ago, we had patients that stayed here for sometimes upwards of a year. The brain injured patients would stay close to a year for services, and that has changed dramatically. The brain injured patients will stay here usually about 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks.
Another big change for the facility came when it began offering an adapted sports program. The range of activities makes the program one of the best in the country.
Putting that program in place has given a different quality of life to our patients that we serve. Used to be that patients went home and maybe didn't interact in the community, didn't get back to activities that they used to do. But now we get them used to doing the things that they like to do, like golf and maybe playing bocce or basketball.
To celebrate all of these changes and the success over the years, Hillside is hosting a 50th anniversary party next month. The theme is Still Walking and Rolling, and there will be a picnic, music, a mile fun walk, run, roll, and 5K race. Former patients and the community are all invited to join the celebration. Hillside's 50th anniversary celebration will be held at Hillside on June 1st. For more information about the day's events or to register, visit hillsiderehabhospital.net. For Take 5 with the Regional Chamber, I'm Melissa Toto.
Leadership Mahoning Valley is recruiting local leaders to join its class of 2014. The nonprofit organization is in its 29th year. It was started to identify, motivate, and educate community leaders to address the problems facing the Mahoning Valley. Current students tell us it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
You will see places and you will experience people that you would never have otherwise met. Okay, it's going to expose you to the assets of the valley as well as to the needs of the valley. Plus, you're going to have a couple of dozen classmates who are leaders from all over the Mahoning Valley that you're going to have a chance to network with and also to help plan how to better our valley.
It's a 10-month program that starts in September. The cost is $2,000 and payment plans are available. And finally, don't forget about the Regional Chamber's 2013 Young Golf Outing on June 5th at the Mill Creek Golf Course. Be sure to register at regionalchamber.com. We hope you've enjoyed today's newscast, and I'll see you again in 2 weeks. With Take 5 for the Regional Chamber, I'm Kim Calvert.
Take 5 with the Regional Chamber is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.